Hello, what is up? It is Cody from Echo Flips, and I'm really excited this month. This month is going to be the month of August, and I'm going to show you all my sales for this month. And I'm really excited because this month I broke another $2,000 profit month, and that's before taxes. And yeah, I'm just really excited about it. So I'm going to show you what I sold. This isn't everything that I sold, but this is a good bit of what I sold last month. So let's get straight into it. We got Spyro, Dawn of the Dragon. I heard the newer Spyro games suck, but I loved playing the older Spyro games like on the PS1. But this one I went to Mims, Florida, and I was in a thrift store. They had a Wii for $25, which was a good deal. And there was like 4 or 5 Wii games, and I said, how much for the Wii and the games? I'm new here. And she was like, oh, you can have all of it for $25. So I was really happy about that. So that Mims, I'm going to call it the Wii Mims bundle. I got this game for, I'm probably like $1 or $2 into this, if you count the whole lot. But yeah, so I sold this one for $17, pretty good. Here was a big L. I did an online deal, and you got to watch out for our online deals. I bought like 9 of these for $30 each, and I had to take a few best offers on these. I sold them for $45, so I either broke even or $5 to $10 profit on it. So not the best choice. Also, packing these is a pain. I would never do this again, but you learn from your mistakes. I'm human just like everybody else, so I would make sure before you buy something online, make sure you're getting a good deal and you don't make mistakes like I make mistakes. So yeah, so this was just one of those instances where I thought I was getting a really great deal, but I really wasn't. And I still have a few more of these, and I think overall after that online purchase I'll probably lose about $50 to $60, but it'll be alright because I can just reinvest that money. The thing is, sometimes I'll take L's like this, but it's just important to move on, take your losses, and then just keep on reinvesting. I've been trying to do a lot of online arbitrage recently, so I feel like that's a lot harder than physical. You go to like thrift stores and garage sales and whatnot. I feel like that's a lot easier than online arbitrage, but online arbitrage has a ton of potential, so don't sleep on it. But this is just one of the mistakes I made. This is from that Mims lot that I got for $25, and I sold this game for $30. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, pretty cool. Here's a Saw game that I got from GameStop for $5, and I sold it for $18.49, so pretty decent. I thought it was weird that it has somebody's writing on it, but it was whatever. I made a good $4 or $5 there. This was a good scalp from GameStop. I think I might have showed this in one of my other videos, but I think I paid like $13 for each of these, and I sold each of these for $29. Very good deal. This is the games that weren't worth much money. I just included them with the console. I sold this for $60, and this was the Wii that I got from Mims for $25. So on that deal, I probably made a good $40 or $50 over doubling my money. Here's Soul Silver. I got this from GameStop during a sale, and in order to get this game, I had to buy a few new games, and then I got like 40% off a used game. And I was like, okay, what's the most expensive used game? And then I found this, and I checked them out, and I made sure they were authentic when GameStop sent them to me, and I sold these two for $90. So in that deal, I made around about $70 to $80 off of, I believe it was like a $200 investment. So not the best thing in the world, but it's Pokemon, it's Soul Silver, I know it's gonna sell. I got all my money back from that deal within a week. So I basically spent $200 to make about $270. So I'm fine with that if I know I'm gonna get the money back just like that. So let's go into the next thing. This was really weird. I tried to do an online deal, the coupon wouldn't apply, and then it checked me out, and I was like, oh crap. I tried to call the company that makes this Pure Cosmetics company, and they weren't answering me at all. So I actually had to file a claim with my bank to be like, hey, they're not letting me refund myself. Nobody was answering the phone. I emailed them, contacted their PayPal. I did everything I could, but they wouldn't let me return the item to them. So I was like, okay, I got the money back from my bank, and then I did end up selling it, but I just think this is a shame because I really didn't even want the item because the coupon code didn't apply, so I didn't want it. It was just a very weird situation, but I guess I low-key finessed this website, but I didn't mean to. But I didn't want to be out like $28, so I just resold it. Here's another game I got from GameStop. I think I paid $10 for this. I only made like $3 profit on it, but profit is profit. Sometimes you get games from GameStop with the case. So like this game with the case, it's probably worth like $23 to $24. But if you don't get the case, it's a pain, and it's worth a lot less. So yeah. So I'm only making like $3 profit on that, so not the worst, not the best. This is a shoe that I got from Ross for $22, and it's a golf shoe, a Nike Roshe G golf shoe. This is kind of one of the more bread and butter items you can get from Ross. So I paid $22 for this, sold it for $60, made about $20 back. I kind of like that model where you buy something for $20 to make $20. I don't think it's terrible, and I think it's you can get a decent amount of income from just doing that. So just doubling your money off of these small investments is not bad. Here's a game. I bought a huge lot from my friend for $220 of games, and this was one of the games that was in there. This is Final Fantasy, and I sold it for $9. So after shipping and fees, I'm only making about $3 on that, but just came in the lot. This is pretty much the best game in the lot. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, $130. This game's going insane right now. I heard on a gaming channel that all of the GameCube games doubled in value over the past like 3 months, like 3 or 6 months, because of coronavirus. Everybody wants to play their old games, and they have all this time because they're getting all this unemployment, and they have all this time to start gaming again. So all the people that grew up with they grew up with GameCube games are wanting to play them now, and they skyrocketed in value. So if you have any GameCube games, or you have any friends that have GameCube games, ask them and see if you can either if they want to sell them or whatnot. But I'd look up every GameCube game you see because they're all raising in value. So we got some perfume here. I think I paid like $3 for this, and I sold it for $16. These shoes I got from Ross for $55 after tax, and I sold them for $100. I didn't have to pay the eBay fee. I just had to pay the 3% PayPal fee, so I made a good $35 on this. Not bad. Here's another game that I got from the lot from my friend. Sold it for $75. Here's some webcams. I actually got these at Target, and I spent $80 for them. Sold them for $125. Made pretty decent cash there. I think I made about $20. I'm fine spending $80 if I know I'm going to get it back right away, and that was the case with these webcams. So I spent about $80, and I sold them for $125. Made a quick $20. These Minecrafts I actually took a loss on because I had to buy something so I could some new games to get the discount for the Soul Silver, and I knew Minecraft always sells, so I bought 4 of these so I could get 4 copies of Soul Silver, and that's just kind of how that deal worked out. And on each of these copies I lost about $8, but on the Soul Silver copies I made about like $35 a piece. So I know it's kind of complicated to explain, but basically when there's an online deal, Sometimes you might need to buy one item to get a discount for another item, and in this case I had to buy this item so I lost a little bit of money on it so I could make a ton of money on a different item. So you just got to figure out how to finesse the sales. Here is a very bad buy. I bought this for I think $27 when I didn't know what I was doing, and I sold it for $32. I think I lost about $4 on that one. Here's another game that I got from the friend lot, sold it for $58. Here's Dark Souls, sold this for $12. Another Dark Souls. These were all in the lot. These games I don't make too much money on because they are free shipping, but since I got them with the lot, I thought it was fine. I know some people like lot up these games at a bundle, but I don't know. I just thought for these I might get a little bit more money if I priced them individually. Here's Fallout, $10. Here's another Soul Silver. Here's Custom Robo, $55. Okay, these cleats, I bought them and they were size 13, but they were Tempo Legend Elites, which is actually a really high-end cleat. And it just took forever to sell. I thought it was not going to take that long, but it was size 13 and it was a cleat, so it did take a very long time to sell. I bought these for $25 at Burlington and I sold them for $75. I asked myself, would I do this again? Probably, just because they're high-end cleats, but I just had to wait like 7 or 8 months for this thing to sell, so that was just kind of crazy. Here's another game that I got from the friend for 60, or sold it for 59. Here's the kettlebells. I finally sold all of my kettlebells, and I got these at Ross for $8, and I've sold 3 of them for $35. Alright, getting back into it, we got these Nike Vapor Untouchable Pro 3s. I might have sold these for a little bit less than they're worth, but I did take a best offer of $70 for these. I thought that was fair considering that I got them for $20 at Ross, and I made a good $45 on my $20 investment, so I thought that was a pretty good flip right there. Here's a remote. As you guys know, I love remotes. $12, paid $1 for it. Easy money. That can buy you a Subway sandwich in profit right there. I don't feel like that's something to sleep on. I know some people, they say that's not worth their time. I only make like $11 an hour or whatever. So I love these flips because I make like $11 an hour at my normal job, but I really like these flips because all I need is 2 of these flips and it's like I worked an hour. Here's another game. I sold it for $90 and the buyer paid $4 shipping. Like I'm saying, these GameCube games are worth a lot of money, so I would encourage anybody to look up their GameCube games in their local thrift stores or even at pawn shops, and just see. Video games in general have just been skyrocketing in prices, so any retailer, I would check their prices and see if they went up, because a lot of games are going up in value right now. Here's this lens that I got. I got this thing probably like 7 or 8 months ago. I paid $5 for it, sold it for $15, and the buyer paid shipping. I wouldn't suggest selling this just because, I mean, I did make a good $5 to $6 profit, which I enjoy, but shipping it took me about 5 to 10 minutes. It's big, it's bulky, it's old, so somebody could say, yeah, see, it's got like grime. Somebody could easily return this or say, oh, this isn't what I wanted, and yeah, I feel like this could just be a lot of problems for the buyer, so I would try to stay away from stuff like that. Here's a shoe that I got for Ross for $7. I had to sell these on the cheap, and I know some people will give me crap because I didn't price these high and get $60 for them, but they did have the price on the bottom, and I had to mark it with Sharpie because I tried everything and I couldn't get it out, and I just sold them for $50. and I got these for $7, so I made a good $25 profit. I got these from GameStop for $12, and I sold 2 copies for $22. So I made about $6 to $8 profit on that. On these, I think I might have broke even or even lost money on this Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I was just testing that out. This is MASH. I didn't even look this up in the thrift store. I would say usually look stuff up, but this looked a little old and it was sealed, and they only wanted 50 cents for it, so I thought, what the heck? Picked it up. When I got home, I looked it up, I listed it. I made about $5 profit on this, or $5 or $6 profit on this. Not bad. Yeah, I mean, if it's old and it's sealed, it's usually good, so that's just kind of why I picked it up. And it was a collector's edition, if you can see, season 2 collector's edition. I mean, somebody's gonna want it. This is actually a Dollar Tree pickup. I sold soy sauce, and I was wondering who would buy these soy sauces, and I looked, somebody in Alaska and somebody in California bought them. So I mean, it's not a bad deal for soy sauce, and it gets delivered to your door. I know some people sell soy sauce on Amazon for a lot of money, so this was a very weird flip. I don't know if I'd do it again, but I made about like $5 profit on that. Here's Texas Instruments calculator. I paid $2 for this, and I sold it for $25. If you guys haven't watched my last video, I had a guide of what I like selling, and one of those items that I talk about is calculators. So if you haven't already watched that video, go check that out. But I sold this one for $25, and I made like a quick $18 profit. Here's another game that I got from GameStop. It's a retro game. These games are kind of hard to find, and I bought 4 copies of this for $15 each. I have mine priced at $35. One is already sold. This is a type of item I'm not going to be able to get again because GameStop doesn't have it. Online, all of them are going for $30 plus. So for something like this, the current market's like $32. I thought, okay, I'll price at $35. Eventually, I'll get that $35, and then I'll be out. This is a type of item I don't think I can ever get again. So I'm fine pricing a little bit higher than the competition, waiting, and getting that decent profit. So on this item, I'll make a good like $15. Not bad. This is one of my L's, but not necessarily. These shoes, I've had them for a very long time. When I bought them, they were selling for $100 all day, all the time, and now I guess people don't like this collab as much, or everybody that had this shoe size already bought the collab. I'm not sure what happened, but these were selling all day for $100, and I bought them for $50 at Marshall's, and yeah, now they're not really selling as much, and I'm still stuck with 3 pairs of them, but eventually they will sell. People do like New Balance, people do love J. Crew, so I just gotta wait. On this listing, I have 8 watchers. I mean, somebody's gonna want to buy this shoe. I think it's definitely a clean shoe. Somebody will want it, but not too much profit there. I've sold 2 pairs, one in this size and one in a different size, and made about $40. Some more GameStop games. I made about $3 each on those. This is another GameStop game where I was getting them for $10, and then they raised the price, so now it's not really profitable, but I was making about $3 to $4 on that. I'm fine with these small profits because I like reselling. It's just something fun that I like doing, and this takes literally like 2 seconds to ship. So I'm fine with $3 profit here, $3 profit there. It will add up. I just need 2 $3 profits to get like a decent lunch. So it's just how you look at it. For me, I like thinking of reselling and as in like how much money am I getting per day from it. So I think like $3 profit isn't a lot, but $3 a day, like that's a lot of money. if you think of every day in the month. So that's just kind of how I see it. I know other people have different business models, but if I can get an extra $20 a day from reselling, that's pretty crazy in my mind. So here is Nike Superfly 6 Club Indoor Soccer Cleat. This is one of my L's. I made no profit on this because I paid about $20 for it, and this is when I was first learning about Ross. I had no idea. I looked up the comps. I thought it was good, but I didn't do my due diligence. And when you guys go out there and try to find these items, you're gonna have mistakes. You're gonna fail, and this is one of my mistakes. So yeah, but you just gotta keep on going at it, keep on trying, figure out what works, what doesn't work. This was the size 12. I didn't know indoor soccer cleats don't sell that well, and I didn't know that indoor soccer cleats in size 12 take forever to sell. And this is just one of those scenarios where I just didn't know. More Minecrafts. This is a pump that I got in Mims, Florida, and I found this for $5 and I sold it for $35 and the buyer paid shipping. So I made a good like 25 bucks on that, not bad. Here's some weights. I was selling these at about $4 to like $7 profit, but then they weren't selling and I had to lower the price. So I probably made a good 25 bucks off of these weights, but then they started not selling, so I lowered the price and then I sold all of them. So would I do it again? Not really. I would say go after the more heavier weights. Those are a lot more profitable. Here's some webcams that I sold, and I got these for $27 at Walmart, and I made about like $6 or $7 profit on each. Here are some Nike Zoom Blazers. What is it? Yeah, Zoom Blazers, and they're like skateboard shoes. Somebody actually returned these, but I'm not worried about it. I sold these within like a week, so I'll just relist them again. And it's a clean shoe. It will sell. I got these for $23 at Ross, and yeah, very clean shoe. Here's another shoe that I got at Ross. It's men's size 6, and it's lacrosse and football cleats, and this one I got for $3, sold it for $40, made a good $22. That's the good profits that I like, where you only have to invest $3 to make $22. It's pretty decent. Here is an Amazing Spider-Man game I got from GameStop for $10, and I sold it for $20. Here's some weights that I got. I paid up after all the shipping and all the fees and stuff. I'm making about $30 on this because I got these from Target, and Target's pretty pricey. So yeah, the way that I ship these, they have the large flat rate boxes, and I made sure to ship them not internationally, because I believe internationally you can't ship, how do I say it? On the box it says you can only ship like under a certain amount of pounds internationally. So I made sure to sell these within the United States, and I used those flat rate boxes. I had to ship these in 2 different flat rate boxes, and each one of those flat rate boxes cost me about $20. And then yeah, I just told the buyer that it was going to come in 2 different boxes. It showed up, everything was perfect. I made my $30 profit, and that was that. These sold in like 2 days. This is a game that I got from a Big Game Lot, and I sold it for $9.50. Here's a pen that I sold for a friend. I didn't sell it for $1,300, but I sold it for $950, and this was actually a consignment deal. So he said if I could sell this pen, he'd give me $50. So the buyer actually paid. I waited for the payment to come through. I paid my friend, and I made my $50. So yeah, he's really into like fountain pens. I don't know really much about fountain pens, but pretty crazy fountain pen. So I mean, if you're into really high-end flips, I've heard a lot of people make money off of stuff like this where it's very limited. This is this is a limited 18 karat gold fountain pen. So they're not going to make more of these. It's 18 karat gold. So that's pretty crazy. And yeah. I don't know much about this stuff, but that looks like a nice pen. But another thing to note, like, you can always sell things for other people. Like, other people have a lot of things they just have sitting around, especially since it's coronavirus time. Like, a lot of people need money, so if they have items and they want to sell them, but they don't have the time to sell them themselves, you can ask them, like, you can ask to just buy it off of them, which is great. But if you don't have the money to buy stuff off of people, you can always do consignment like that. So that's, you don't have to do it with as high-end items, but I mean, you can still do consignment with other people and make decent money without using your own money. So that's just an idea. Here are some Nike women's boots, and I got these from Burlington for $35, and I sold them for $70. It took a while to sell these, maybe because I didn't take as good pictures, but yeah, these sold within 6 months, and I sold them for $70, so I made a good like $25, $30 profit on that. Here's some Nike Trout shoes. I paid $4 for these, and I sold them for $30. Ross was clearancing out a bunch of items, and this is one of the items they clearanced out. But that's a very bad last picture. I don't know what happened there. Alright, here's another shoe. I paid $3 for this, sold that for $35. Ross clearance, man, it's really good sometimes. Here's a game that I got off GameStop. I paid $13 for each of these, and I sold them all for $29. So I made a good like $20-25 off of all 3 of those sales. So that was really cool. Since then, they've increased the price, so you can't do this yourself, but this is just an example. When online sites have deals, you can look through every single item of the deal, and then you can find something that's undervalued, just like this, and then you can make like a quick 15 to $30. This is just an example, but I'm saying if I went deeper with this, I could have made a few $100s. So if you know the product, you do your research, you can make a lot of money off of doing something like this. And you don't have to do it on GameStop. I like games, so I have the motivation to look through I've looked through thousands of games on GameStop.com. It's ridiculous. But if you have the motivation to look through every product on, say you like beauty, and you go to Target.com, I'm sure there's tons of items that you can sell on eBay or Amazon and make a ton of money doing that. When they have sales just like that. Alright, this was another weird instance where somebody wrote on Sharpie with the disc. I don't know who does this. If you write on your game disc, please comment and say why you do this. But I don't know. It's just weird. Maybe you trade games with your friend and you want to make sure they know that it's your game, so you write your name on it with Sharpie. I just think that's weird. But I paid $10 for this game, made a good $3 profit on it. These I actually had to sell at a loss, but it's okay. I sold like 4 of these at a loss, but it's okay because I can reinvest my money. This was a very trendy item, so this is a lesson to be learned. If something's very trending, so hair clippers were very trending a few months ago. This same hair clipper was going for $55, and I could buy it for like $18 at Ross. But now I can barely get $30 for it, so I think I lost about $5 each on each of these hair clippers. But the thing is, I priced too high. I didn't sell it right away. So that's the thing about trends, is you want to get into the market when the market's hot, and then you want to get out. But this, if you know the trend's going to go away. So this is one of the first trends that I hopped on. I didn't get out quick enough, and I lost some money on this, but it's okay because the amount of hair clippers that I sold, I made over $600 profit from in 2 days. So I'm not worried about losing $20 if I'm making 600. So it's fine. Here are some football cleats that I got from Ross, and I paid $5 for, and I sold them for $50. These look clean. I like it. It's kind of like It doesn't have, oh, it does have white. So it's like a red, white, and blue colorway. America, I love it. $50, pretty decent. You guys saw that before. Here is a very great sale of a shoe that I picked up from Ross. I paid $50 after tax for it, and I sold it for $120, and I don't have to pay the fees because I sold it on eBay, and it sold within like a week and a half. So I love this shoe. When I looked up the comps for the shoe, there wasn't the same shoe in this same size, but I wasn't worried about it, because sometimes when you buy shoes, if you do your research and you see that there's not as many out there, that means that could be an opportunity for you. So I was the only person with the shoe in this size, so there was nobody going to undercut me. And so yeah, I sold this at retail. If you go to Nike.com, they sell for I think $120 or $130. So I sold this for retail price, and I bought it at a heavy discount. So I made a good $50 on that sale. I sold 3 of these. I only made about $3 profit on these. So not the best, but money is money. Here's Shattered Dimensions. I've sold 3 of these, as you can see, and I was getting these for about $15 each, so I made good $4 or $5 on. I like making $4 or $5 profits. I don't know about you guys, but I basically need everything that I could get. So $4 or $5 profit is completely fine with me. I know that the item's gonna sell. So here's some Adidas football cleats. I bought a ton of these. I probably have like 9 pairs left of these, and this is the first one I sold for $30, and I got each of them for $3 each. So after the shipping and the fees, I made about $12 profit on that. Here's some eyeglasses. I took a best offer of $35 on these, and I have about $10 invested into them. And yeah, guys, don't sleep on eyeglasses. A lot of people don't know anything about eyeglasses, but this was a good brand. I made sure to tell the buyer in the description that they were prescription. Eyeglasses have minor wear. The lenses currently have prescription and will need to be replaced. So I just made sure to tell the buyer that in the description, and I even sent them a message right before I shipped it, and they said it was completely fine. And yeah, people love sunglasses, or they love eyeglasses and sunglasses just for the frames. So here's another great deal that I got. You can't get this for the price that I got it anymore, but I paid $15 each for each of these copies, and I sold 2 for $35. I made a great like $12 to $15 profit on that. Here's some Nike shoes. I paid $35 for these, sold them for $60. I have a few more of these. This is kind of more of like a bread and butter Ross item where you can sell them. You'll only make about 10 to 25 bucks on it, but it's just an easy 10 to 25 bucks. So yep. Here I had a bread maker, but it was all messed up. So I thought people really like bread makers right now, and they might have a bread maker that they want to fix, or there's a defect. So since that bread maker was broken, I thought maybe I can salvage the lid. It was so easy. I just took out one bolt, and so I basically got this for free, and I sold it for $10, and the buyer paid shipping. Here's some perfume that I got for like $3, and sold it for $16. Here's a shoe. This is a Nike React Element. I actually got this from DD's Discounts for $55 after tax, and I sold it for $100. Didn't have to pay the eBay fee because it was a shoe for $100. So I was patient. I waited, and I got this. I got the sales, so I made like $35 on that. Not bad. Here, I don't know if I get in trouble for this, but this is something that I got from a friend, and I sold it for. I took a best offer of $18, and yeah, I got this for free, and I made about, I don't know, like $12 profit on it. Here is another calculator that I love selling. I just put a little thing right there so they know it works. 2 plus 2 is 4. And yeah, it's kind of dirty, but I sold it for 60 bucks. These calculators usually go for about $60 to maybe even $65 when school season starts, and I paid $27 for that. Here is a Sasquatch shoe. Shout out to all the Sasquatches. This is size 18. I sold it for $37, and I got the shoe for $2 at Ross. And this was a terrible photo. I could have priced this higher. I had it for a while. As you know, I only use the space in my room, so this was taking up a lot of space. So I just wanted it gone. $37. Somebody bought it. Still took about 6 months, but I made a quick $18. Here's another deal that I got online. I was making about $5 profit on each one of these games. I bought them for $14, but they all moved very quickly. And I bought each one of them for $14. They all moved pretty quickly, and as you can see, I sold 5 of them, so I made about $20 to $25 profit on those. Here's another GameCube game I sold for $48. Here is Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. I got this from an online deal, and I got this for $15. Sold it for $37. I still have 4 of these, so very excited about that. I made a good $13 to $14 profit on that sale. Here's a Burlington find. You guys might have seen this in my past videos, but I made a good $6 profit on these, and I bought these for $2 each on clearance and just bundled them together so it would be worth selling. That's one tactic. If something is not that valuable, you can bundle it together and then you can make it worth selling. You guys seen that before. And this is my last find. This is some llama game, and I got this at Burlington. They clearanced this down absurdly low. It was at like 20 bucks, and then it went down to $2. So I was like, at $2 I can't lose, and I sold this within like 5 months for $12, and I bought it for $2, so I made a good $4.50 on that profit pretty much. Hello guys, thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. I hope you guys understand I can't show everything in these videos. I know some YouTubers, they won't show any of their sales for even 6 months. So what I'm doing here, I'm putting out free content for you guys to learn from, of my mistakes, my failures, my successes, and hopefully you guys can make some money. Go out there into Target, Walmart, wherever you're trying to find product. I encourage you guys to go out there, make it happen, and get some profit. This has been Cody from Echo Flips. Have a wonderful day. On today's episode, we turned $4,542 into $6,606. That leaves us with a $2,046 profit, and we got a 45.44% ROI. Let's keep the journey going.